Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Adam and the Garden Path. In this episode, we will discuss Adam as Caliph of the earth. So, the inheritor of the earth. Now, what is this role that he plays as Caliph of the earth? Is he the ruler, the dominator of the earth? Is he the owner of the earth? Or is he the protector, the guide, and the guardian of the earth? Now, when we think about Adam Alaihissalam, we have to consider that he is a being made of the literal stuff of our world. So he's made of earth and water. So of sacred earth, which is and of living water. So together we conceive of these as kun created clay. And this clay is conceptualized as black melanated clay. I know in some of the earlier biblical tradition they discuss Adam as being red earth. This is still highly pigmented earth. And so I would argue that the full range of humanity is within Adam alayhi salam. Now, he's made of this earth and this water, these elements, and also infused with ruh. And so being the same elements as everything around us, Adam alayhi salam is able to, he's also made with the divine names. You know, like there's one hadith where Allah creates humanity with his very hand. So it insinuates that we are a personal project. And Allah knows secrets about us. We are a very special creation. Having a human birth, you know, we didn't have to be born a human. Allah could have made us any type of creature. He could have made us one of the jinn. He could have made us, an insect. He could have made us a bird. But we have this birth as a human being. Now, what does it mean to be a human being? As a human, we literally can connect with all of creation made of the same elements in an elemental way, but also in an energetic way. I would argue that the human heart is the connecting point, and we can communicate and experience the harmony of all things, because all of creation is interconnected, it is interdependent, it is interpenetrating. It is all kun infused, all right? And Adam knows the names. He sees the qualities, the traits, the characteristics of everything. So he's an observer of reality as it is. He seeks to see everything the way it actually is. And he connects with things based on the oneness that he has, the unicity that he has with, or the unity that he has with everything around him, all right? Which is everything around us. Because we are all descendants of Adam alayhi salam and inheritors of Adam alayhi salam. We inherit everything from him. So as the Caliph of the earth, that means that he has free range of the whole earth. And originally our human ancestors are nomadic. We move throughout the earth exploring. We observe with all of our senses, but we observe with the heart. And we connect with all of creatures. With all of the creatures. We can read reality, the outer and inner reality, clearly and accurately. So much so that we can actually precisely determine what to call something. And it's not just what we call something with our tongue, but what we call something with our heart. So, and part of this naming process is to realize that we are interconnected with all of creation. So, many people have misconceptualized and misperceived what this role of Caliph is. And they believe that, and they teach wrongly from my perspective, that we are the owners of the earth, that we are to dominate the earth, that we are to control the earth. This is an authoritarian, totalitarian, dirty, and satanic perspective. All right, and we can get more into that, but what I want us to consider, and all we have to do is look at what is being done in the world right now with transhumanism, with the genetic modification, and of the entire world, and the attempt to patent everything and own everything, to own the rocks, to own the air, to own the water. This is a dirty satanic conceptualization, and to kill off those that are undesirable and to enslave the rest. This mentality is satanic. It is arrogant. It is racist. Iblis, the accursed one, he is the first bigot, the first racist. He is a jinn supremacist, in fact, and he controls the jinn shayateen, but they have whispered in the ears of the human devils, the human shayateen, who are then doing their best to corrupt the earth and be murderers in the earth. And our body is earth. So to be a corrupter of one's body, to take in anything that is toxic and harmful into the body, anything that is impure and unethical, that is is totally wrong. It's totally haram. We are to imbibe that which is halal and that which is tayyib. So pure and ethical to the greatest extent possible, inshallah. This is the path of Adam alayhi salam. It's an organic path. It's a holistic path. We are not totalitarian, authoritarian control freaks. The whole world belongs to the children of Adam alayhi salam. It's ours to explore, to live in, to love, to seek knowledge to the ends of the earth, even unto China and beyond. This is the path of Adam. So we are to be protectors of all of creation. We are to be guardians of all of creation. We are gardeners. We experiment with the world around us. We observe it with all of the senses in order to see reality as it really is. Islam is a contemplative path. It is a path of purification. It is a path of excellence and beauty, of beautification. And we go through the Tawbah and Tazkiyah process in a bodily expression and in its mental expression, in an energetic expression. And totalitarianism and authoritarianism, those are the shadow sides of holistic of a holistic approach. So it's the devilish side of it. So we want to be very aware. We are not to be among those who are arrogant, conceited. We are not to be among the mockers. And anytime, if we notice those traits, we should observe ourselves, observe our words very carefully and our thoughts. If you notice that you are having mocking words come from your tongue, that you're cursing others with your tongue, that means that your heart is unclean. So this is an indicator. Allah is speaking to you and giving you the opportunity to now correct this and purify. And because mockery, this is an Iblisian path. Arrogance is Iblisian. Supremacy is always devilish. Islamic supremacy is the path of devils, and it's devil dawah. We do not engage in any of that. That is not the way of Adam alayhi salam and the path of the prophets. True Islamic supremacy is only what happens when enough individuals have gone through the Tawbah and Tazkiyah process and come into ethical and energetic purity and beautification. And then there is a critical mass is reached, and then we go from individual enlightenment to collective enlightenment. And then Islam, as it truly is, comes into fruition into a mature state, and then we can demonstrate what Islam truly is, what it really means to be a Muslim. But how many of you have met mature Muslims thus far? I'm still looking. I'm looking. So what I came to realize is at some point we stop looking and we've got to seek to be it. So we need to each come into our maturity. So we need to awaken and go through the purification process. Turn away. We need to make hijrah of the heart and physical hijrah. And if you can't make hijrah to a location, to the mountains, we need to make hijrah away from all that which is unhealthy and toxic to the body and turn to that which is ethical and pure. We need to turn away from that which is unhealthy and toxic to the mind through the sense doors. We need to seek refuge in truth, who is the true strong fortress, the true rock, the true mountains, the rain-filled mountains, the rainy mountains, that means mercy-filled mountains. So that means taking refuge in the truth and receiving his abundant mercy. To bring the goats and the sheep, what does that mean? To bring humans that are seeking truth, because we're all goats and sheep, and the prophets are our shepherds. This is not the devil path of shepherding. There's a dark side of it. Remember, that's the difference between authoritarian, totalitarian control freaks and those who are on the path of holistic purification and excellence. So they're a shadow side. So anyway, just to get back to it, so what does it mean to be a child of Adam alayhi salam, to be an inheritor of the earth? Well, It means to recognize that everything is interconnected and interdependent, and that we need to be protectors of others, of the weak and the vulnerable. We need to be guardians of those who are not able to protect themselves as best we can, especially the children, the elders, those who are maimed, who are disabled, those who are unable to protect themselves. We are to be the protectors of all of creation. This includes humans and non-humans. It includes Muslims and non-Muslims. So we are on the path of the prophets. So I want to encourage you to consider some of these things and consider, what kind of a caliph are you? All right? What kind of a caliph do you seek to be? All right? So let's not take the devil path. Instead of devil dawah, let's go take the path of deep dawah. All right? The path of transformation through truth, experientially. Until next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.